29 years old, single, and about to get dragged into another blind date his mom set up. So naturally, our guy Xianger does what any reasonable man does. He runs straight to the internet cafe, planning to just quietly disappear into a gaming chair for a few days until the pressure blows over. Except tonight, 4 girls show up out of nowhere. He walks over expecting trouble, figures somebody's about to shake him down for cafe fees or something, and instead gets hit with the most polite robbery attempt in history. "Brother, can you lend us 50 yuan to spend the night? We've spent all our money." The one doing the talking is Lin Xiaoxiao, and standing behind her are Wang Qin, Su Wanwan, and Zhao Lele, all 18, all completely broke, all with nowhere to go for the new year. Parents gone, jobs that stiff them on pay, rent due, the whole tragic combo. He's got zero obligation here. He's a stranger. But watching 4 teenage girls offer to eat literally anything, even food off the ground, just to survive the night, something in him just breaks. And then it hits him. If he can't dodge this arranged marriage his mom keeps pushing, why not show up with 4 girls instead of 0? Problem solved on both ends. Why don't you come back to the village with me for New Year's? Yeah, that's the pitch. Not, let me help you, not, here's some cash. Straight to, come live in my childhood home for the holidays and pretend to be my dating pool so my mother leaves me alone. And somehow, miraculously, it works. The girls need a place to crash, he needs backup against his mom's matchmaking campaign, and just like that, 4 strangers from an internet cafe are officially cast as his New Year's entourage. If you're already invested in this absolute chaos of a plan, subscribe now, because watching this unfold across 4 girls, 1 mother, and 1 very confused extended family is an absolute ride. Now here's where it gets interesting, because our man Xianger is not playing this straight. He buys all 4 train tickets himself, partly out of kindness, sure, but mostly because he's realized this is the perfect cover. 4 girls following him home for the holidays makes him look like the most eligible bachelor in the province. And from the second they hit the crowded train station, he's got a full strategy running in his head. He's already picked his favorite, Su Wanwan, the calm, composed one of the group. And his whole approach is genuinely unhinged in the funniest way. Walk ahead to clear the path for the girls like some self-appointed bodyguard. Keep his distance so nobody feels pressured. Position himself just far enough away that Wanwan starts to notice him watching. It's textbook overthinking, and somehow it's working. Because Wanwan actually starts warming up to him on the train ride, asking if he's feeling okay, worrying whether he looks dizzy. Meanwhile, Lin Xiaoxiao is watching this entire performance with the sharpest eyes in the group, straight up asking him if he's got a thing for one of them. He panics and denies it immediately, which, of course, is its own kind of confession, and everybody at the table knows exactly what's going on except maybe Xianger himself, who's convinced he's playing 4-dimensional chess, when really it's just very obvious. 3 hours later, the train finally pulls into his hometown station, and waiting there are his parents, completely unprepared for the sight of their son stepping off a train with not 1, not 2, but 4 girls in tow. Real quick, if you love a good Meet the Parents chaos scene, subscribe now, because his mom's reaction to this whole situation is one of the best parts of this entire story. His mom takes one look at this lineup and immediately clicks into full detective mode. Sweet on the surface, absolutely running background checks in her head. Are you in the same department as my son? Is he serious about his work? This is a mother sizing up daughter-in-law candidates in real time, and every girl in the group knows exactly what's happening and starts playing along beautifully. Xiaoxiao is instantly charming, helping carry bags, making sweet small talk, clearly the type who knows exactly how to win over an older woman. Wang Qin comes across steady and dependable, the "he's very serious about his work" type of answer that makes moms relax. Zhao Lele, the youngest, gets treated like the family's new little sister from minute 1, and Su Wanwan, quiet, composed, exactly Xianger's type, is quietly winning over both mother and son without even trying that hard. And here's Xianger's actual internal strategy, and I need you to appreciate how calculated this is. He decides Xiaoxiao is too enthusiastic to read clearly. Wang Qin isn't wife material in his head because she bickers too much with someone we're pretty sure she's already secretly dating. And Lele's basically his adopted little sister at this point, which leaves exactly one option, Su Wanwan. The math was rigged from the start, but hey, it's his math, so we'll allow it. His approach with each girl is genuinely a masterclass in overthinking a crush. Don't smother the ones you like, be endlessly generous with the ones you're not chasing so nobody feels neglected, keep everyone comfortable enough that nobody suspects the real plan. It's chaotic, it's calculated, and it somehow works. Because by the time his mom is openly asking, which one do you actually like, it's already obvious to literally everyone in the house, except maybe the extended family who haven't caught up yet. So he does the only reasonable thing. He confesses, straight up, to Su Wanwan in front of everyone practically, "I like you." And Wanwan, flustered, not fully ready, gives the classic, "I haven't figured it out yet" response, which in this universe apparently just means give it time, because he immediately declares he's willing to wait. That's the moment Lin Xiaoxiao quietly clocks that she's out of the running. And instead of causing drama, she does something genuinely sweet. She decides to compete fairly, which in her world means straight up telling Wanwan how Xiang'er really feels, essentially rooting for the match instead of sabotaging it. And then, in the most chaotic twist of loyalty in the whole story, little Zhao Leilei, who everyone assumed would be the wild card stirring up drama, turns out to be Wanwan's biggest hype woman the entire time, cheering the ship on from the sidelines like she's running a fan campaign for her own sister. Pause here. If you're rooting for this ship as hard as I am, subscribe now, because the family reveal coming up genuinely might make you tear up a little. Wanwan publicly turns him down at first, the classic good person card, but privately she keeps meeting up with him anyway, and everyone, including his mother, can absolutely see it happening. Mom, for her part, is fully campaigning for Wanwan at this point, openly telling her, "Don't hesitate if you think he's good," basically doing his confession legwork for him at every family dinner. Meanwhile, extended family starts pouring in for New Year's, and this is where the story hits its funniest beat. Every single relative has their own strong opinion on which girl should end up with Xiang'er. Grandma straight up suggests he just marry all four of them, which gets an immediate, "They're just friends, Grandma," from a very flustered Xiang'er. Aunts are debating personalities like they're picking horses at a race. The sensible one, the stable one, the cute young one, while the girls charm every single relative in the room without missing a beat. And then, finally, Su Wanwan makes her decision. She hands him back a small item he'd given her earlier, a pair of earphones, and says the words everyone's been waiting the whole story for. "I've made up my mind. I'm willing to try it with you." The whole family erupts. Leilei's practically vibrating with excitement. Wang Qin's already threatening him to take good care of Wanwan or answer to her. Even Lin Xiaoxiao, despite her own quiet disappointment, genuinely means it when she says, "Congratulations." But the story's not done delivering gut punches of wholesome. Because his parents, who could have just accepted one new daughter-in-law and called it a day, decide that's not enough. They gather the whole family together and make an announcement. Alongside Wanwan officially joining the family, they want to formally adopt Xiaoxiao, Wang Qin, and Leilei as their goddaughters. The girl's reaction says everything you need to know about how starved for family they've actually been this whole time. "Uncle, are you serious? Can we really be your goddaughters?" These are girls who've been surviving on their own, parents absent or divorced, bouncing between jobs that didn't even pay them. And in the span of one holiday trip that started as a scheme to dodge a blind date, they've somehow ended up with an entire family that genuinely wants them. If this part hit you right in the chest, go ahead and subscribe now, because the goodbye at the end of this story is a whole other level of bittersweet. What follows is just pure, warm chaos. Making dumplings together with flour all over Xiang'er's face, his mom sending chicken soup for the road, everyone crying a little at every farewell, even though they all promised to come back soon. Because eventually, life pulls everyone back to the city. Jobs to find, futures to build, dreams to chase. Xiaoxiao wants to break into the literary world. Wang Qin's dreaming about opening a little shop. Leilei wants to travel and see everywhere she's ever dreamed about before settling down. And Wanwan, now officially Xiang'er's girlfriend and the family's newest daughter, heads back to figure out her own path forward. Sometimes the family you build by accident ends up being more real than the one you were born into. And sometimes, dodging your mom's blind date plans is exactly how you end up finding the person she wanted for you all along. That's the full story. If you loved watching this found family come together, subscribe for more full webtoon recaps just like this one. And let me know in the comments which sister was your favorite. See you in the next one!